Hello and welcome to FingerBones, a psychological horror game by David Szymanski. FingerBones is attempted to be completed in a single setting, and there is no save function. It is suggested that you set aside about half an hour to complete it. To exit, visit the door you started at. Coolies. So yeah, this is the new episode of the Singularities. Just so you know, Singularities will not be every single Saturday, like every single week. It will be whenever I find a proper game that is repetitive or short and not good for a let's play. I will confess, I've played this game before, literally just then. I actually recorded myself playing it, and when you get to the end of this game, the game just doesn't respond and crashes. So I wasn't able to end the recording. It said, "Oh, the game's crashed. You can't finish this." And well, my recording got stuffed. So I already know what to do. That's good though, because that means I can guide you guys through it, and you can learn about you can learn about the story in a quicker function. So first of all, here's a flashlight, and we'll start reading up. It's my weekend to get Katie, but I'm really not in the mood. I distracted her with the TV and came here to read. I couldn't interest myself in reading, so I tried to write. I couldn't write anything more than the usual handful of disconnected thoughts and theories. Medication didn't help, and divorce certainly didn't help. Because I'm not depressed, I'm enlightened. This is the result of 2 decades of scientific education and philosophical pondering. This is the price of knowledge. So yeah, basically what I think is, this guy's a scientist, and he's figured out something good or bad, whichever one, but he wants to think about, he wants to figure it out more, I guess, but I don't know. It appears to be a page from a manuscript. Pop morality is too reliant on emotions, and not reliant enough on rational thoughts. If morality must be determined, and I maintain that is a farce, it should not be determined by feelings. Feelings are nebulous, subjective, and changeable. Rather, it should be determined by thinking. The actions of a natural creature are natural, and thus moral, unless a concrete scientific reason can be given to prove them as immoral. So yeah, he's basically thinking about what people do, and that's the kind of person they are based on what they do. I didn't know why I'd used my daughter's name as a door lock code in my survival bunker, but whatever keeps her happy. She's like her mother, a delicate, fragile version of her mother. Damn her. So, yep. Oh, right. Katie. It's finally happened. The whole world is chaos of thunder and screams, and when the ashes settle, we'll all be wild animals again. I am ecstatic, beyond words. I haven't been able to reach Lynn for several days, and she's probably dead for all I know or care. But Katie was here when it started, and I have no idea what to do with her. Most of the town is dead. Katie and I only survived because we ran to the bunker. Perhaps this is what I've needed. Freedom from all the irrational rules and inane social values. I'm guessing that means insane, but I don't know. Just pure, beautiful survival. The tool room has been her name for years, and I can't bring myself to change it. I boxed up everything that isn't practical and useful. I burnt all the books that weren't for scientific edification. I'd like to store the books in the cellar, but I can't get them down the ladder myself. I just piled them up near the hatch. The blood would probably ruin them anyway. So yeah, this actually took me a while to figure out on the last one. What do you call it? The name to the tool room is Lynn. And I didn't know this until like 10 minutes into the video. Or 20 minutes, whichever one. It took me ages. So, yeah, it's hilarious. She remembered Father's Day and drew me a picture. I don't understand her. She's just like her mother. She wants to waste time drawing pictures, and we're barely able to find enough food to survive. I turned her crayons into candles. We need more candles in case the generator goes out again. And it helps break up the monotony. I yearn for the excitement for those first weeks. Yeah. He's basically barricaded him in. And shit like that. There are things I've wanted to do for years, desires I've kept locked in the book, in the back of my consciousness. It's nearly been a year since I've seen a woman, and now I realize there's no practical reason to keep those desires locked up anymore. That one's a little just... yeah. Because it can mean two things. One, he just doesn't want to see a woman anymore. Or two, he's going to force himself to just... well, let's just say Katie's a girl. So I'm a little worried about it right now. I changed the storage room code to something I can easily remember. NNY. The rest of the word is missing. Yeah, this one took me a while to figure out as well. It's actually, Lynn backwards. NNYL. I am a bag of DNA, and I exist to make more of myself. I married and produced a daughter because my genes demand a reproduction. I wrote books and created because creativity served a survival advantage to my ancient ancestors. I built this place, took refuge in it, and spent hours thinking up silly little artificial laws to live by, because my forefathers built cities and societies to allow time and peace to reproduce and to protect their genes. Dreams, lovers, opinions, desires, beauty, innocence, figments of our collective primordial imagination, fleeting electrical signals that fire across our synapses for a pointless moment in time. They used to serve a purpose, and now they are needless confusion, and here I am, the last man on earth for all I know, ready to be freed from them. So he's basically giving up on laws of life, building his own stuff, and yeah, I don't know yet. Well, I mean, we don't know yet, because we're not that far in yet. I mean, we're more than halfway in. This game isn't that short. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a short episode, but it's mindfucky. Wait, wrong place. Ugh. Oh, I was meant to push the button. I'm an idiot. background are pretty very weird because it sounds like he's scared, and I'm not sure if you've heard it yet, but you can also hear Katie crying. At least I think it's Katie. Most likely is. But I can hear it in my past session, my past recording, because it took a while and I guess it was just a waiting thing. But you can hear Katie crying and, well, it's all up to the imagination of what you think's going on. Yeah, this opened up. The cellar is freedom. Guess I'll just write freedom. That one didn't really take me long last time. It was the only word that I had to figure out. With these kind of games where you have to figure out words, you really just type in whatever you think. As long as you've seen it in the game before. And here comes the messed up bit. There it is. There's only enough food for one, so she's going to die anyway. And I'm free now. Freedom. It took the end of all humanity for me to find freedom. Yeah, he's basically gone insane. It seems to have been torn from a diary. She finally died last night. I don't know whether from starvation, dehydration, or blood loss. I threw her body into the woods. Her fingers, my anti-religious artifacts, my testaments to moral and intellectual freedom, are locked in the safe upstairs. I missed that bit last time. That's Katie's fingers in there. Shit. I'm content in the knowledge that I haven't done anything wrong. The father didn't know why he'd come back after all these years, and starving and tired. He just wanted to see the cellar one last time. With one last flicker, the flashlight died and he was left in the pitch black. He sat down on the cold floor and closed his eyes. He could still hear her, even now. It was peaceful here in the cellar. It was free here, in the cellar. So, yeah, that was FingerBones. I'm recording this on the Steam thing, so you can actually see what the game is. Looks like and shit like that. But that was FingerBones. That was, oh my god. It was short. Yes, it was very short, but very, I don't know, messed up. Like the story behind it, I guess, was um, I think I don't know what the starting was. Like he said how he figured out something or something like that, like decades of scientific stuff, and he was really enlightened by it. So I'm guessing he figured out that the world was going to die no matter what. Like that's my guess. And so the world did die. And knowing it was going to happen, he kept Katie safe because it happened on a weekend that he had her. And so he kept her safe in there. And this is just a guess, but in the end, I shouldn't really skip to the end. Never mind. But he kept on he kept on questioning his daughter. It's like, oh, we need this food. I'm gonna turn your crayons into candles. And in the end, I'm guessing he killed her because I'm guessing he was like, oh, you're gonna die anyway. I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna kill myself, and or something like that. I don't know. He killed his daughter, because she was, I don't know. He wanted the last bit of food. I think that was it. He said how there's only enough food for one, so he killed his daughter in the end, saying she was gonna die anyway, and kept her fingers in the door thing. I don't really know how they got kept in there because if you look at the brick, if it pushes out, the fingers would fall out. Unless there's like a bit underneath that has space. I don't know. But either way, I'm guessing after killing his daughter, he went out to try to find food and then came back without knowing why and just died, I guess. Died there in the darkness, maybe of old age, maybe of starvation. Who knows? But yeah, that was FingerBones. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was the second Singularities episode. I'm not sure when the next Singularities will come out. Depends when I find another good game. But until then, yeah, I hate horror games. I'm not sure I said that. I hate horror games. And sorry if my voice was a little weird. My voice is still being very annoying, but I'm trying my best, honestly. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. I'll see you guys next time. I mean, I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.